Hi, this is Jimmy. I have a story to tell, and this story is about personal identity. You see, when I grew up in Singapore, I was told that I am a Singaporean Chinese, and this identity has been programmed into me for so long, so many years, ever since I grew up in this system. Until very recently, I began to question this identity, not only for religious reasons but also for political reasons, because it is considered a nationalistic agenda of the establishment that tell us that we are this race and we are this nationality. The reason why I want to talk about it is because it has been in my heart for some time, and a catalyst in the form of an article I read online just now prompted me to share a little bit about this identity issue. And that article is about a Singaporean writer who was awarded some literary prize in recognition of her works, her poetry works, and her novel. And her name is Deborah Emanuel, and she was born in Singapore, but she felt that she never really belonged to Singapore, nor does she feel that she feel that she belonged to her grandparents' homeland, which is India, because her father is an Indian and her mother is an Eurasian. And I could relate in some ways to that identity crisis. And I can also relate to the issues that she felt strongly about after she spent a year in imprisonment at the age of 19, and she met people in prison for all the reasons, so-called the wrong reasons, not necessarily of their fault, but because they came from backgrounds, less privileged backgrounds, that caused them to be in a cycle of things like poverty, suffering, drugs, homelessness, abuse. So this writer came to have the desire to share the stories about the people she met in prison, stories that would have otherwise been left untold and to the majority of people in Singapore who are too used to the materialistic meritocracy way of thinking. And for me, I want to keep the video short, so I will probably continue more in my next future videos. For me, I have always been involved or engaged or feel passionate about environmental issues because I love nature. I grew up in an urbanized environment. I want to speak up for the environment, for the marginalized, oppressed animals and plants. But in recent years, I began to be more involved in humanitarian issues as well. Things like the systemic abuse of people who belong to a certain race and or a certain nationality. So that came to my attention, and even though I have not suffered the way they have suffered, I want to stand in solidarity and speak on behalf of them. But at the same time, I'm aware that I may not fully represent them accurately because I did not go through what they go through. So this is something that I'm still working out, and I will share more on that in my next video or my future videos. Until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you again. Bye for now.